Hello, everyone. It's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my daily message. There's also an offer and some more information that I would like to share with all of you. But first, let's start with an angel card for all of us. What is the message from any of the angels today? So let's just start with that one. Angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light, while I, Archangel Michael, enhance your strength. So healing and strength are the gifts for each and every one of us, and that includes you too, from the archangels. If you have a direct connection, or if you're curious to know more about the archangels, then do research on your own. There is plenty of information out there on the internet. There are tons of books that you can purchase as well. So listen to your intuition with the number 2. The number 2 can also be referring to a relationship. At any time, we can establish a relationship with the angels of healing. Okay. I also want to pull some tarot cards to get a general collective message. There's also something that I want to share with all of you. Let's just do this first. Let's do the message first, and then what do we all need to know today? What can help us the most today here on the planet? Wow. The Hierophant, the World, the Hanged One. Interesting. Now, of course, you might interpret these in your own unique way, and guess what? You're supposed to be interpreting life in your own unique way. Healing, rising above the situation, higher wisdom. Know that you are free. The only things that might be limiting you or restricting you or anything in your life is because of, the specific life path that you chose to experience. Again, everything goes back to your birthday. But healing and understanding and truth is also being revealed to each and every one of us right now, and that includes you. In fact, today, even if you choose to work with the angels, you can ask them to assist you with some sort of freedom or liberation or enlightenment. Speaking of which, I leveled up again myself. This morning I had so many realizations about not just my life, my path, my purpose, but why I am the way that I am. And what's crazy is that I've gone through my entire life so far, of course, working in the corporate world and interacting with the public and other people, always wondering what makes other people tick. I was always wondering why nobody thinks the way that I do. Like, the path forward that I see clearly isn't necessarily that everybody else sees clearly. And I just came into the awareness and the realization this morning why that is. And when we have amazing epiphanies like this, then it really changes our perspectives. And so this is what the hangman, or the hanged one, is saying to me. I find it really interesting that there's Saturn and Neptune on these cards. And you watched me shuffle and pull the top 3 cards. So the other message that I wanted to share with everyone in this video is about this transit, this astrological transit, which also has to do with a special offer that I want to offer you. Okay, but first, let me just make sure I've revealed the messages from the angels to everyone. You are already perfect exactly as you are, say the angels. Your higher self, the deities, the gods, the universe, believes in you. And any moment when you choose to tune into it, you can receive enlightenment. And a lot of the times, enlightenment is something that happens through a process of timing, maturity, and growth. And so, in addition to the general message with this pile of cards for all of us, I want you guys to know that this particular conjunction, which is forming, and it's going to continue through like the spring of next year, Saturn and Neptune. Saturn in general is discipline, it's maturity, it's where your responsibility lies in your life or your place in the world. What is your responsibility in the collective at this time? And Saturn also in your, not only your birth astrology chart, but your current transit as well, it reveals exactly what you're supposed to be taking responsibility in your life right now at this time. Also, with Neptune here, Neptune is the planet of faith. It could be spirituality, but also what you believe. And with this conjunction happening across the entire planet, friction, aggression, and opposition, right? Arguments are happening because of these, because everyone believes that their spiritual belief or practices is the truth. But not everyone is aware of the fact that we're all here living out our own unique individual truths. Some have to follow along with the truths in their community or their country, but others have more freedom and more liberation in their country. And yet others who live in a particular country who thought that they were free now have in government opposing opinions trying to tell us what we should or should not believe. And I think a lot of people on the planet are scratching their heads right now, just maybe even telling yourself, I have no idea what to believe anymore. It's because of this transit, Saturn, Neptune. When you look in your astrology transit, where they're transiting right now, and this is a message for those of you who are learning how to embrace your life path potentials, look to see where these are transiting at the moment, and it will explain to you exactly where your responsibility lies. Your role in the world, your place in humanity at this time, during these times of change. And so, the way that my brain works, as soon as I realized this morning, I went to my app. I use AstroGold on my phone because it's easy, it's navigatable. Is that even a word? It's easy to move around the transits, even by the minute. But what I did on mine was that I knew that I was alive the last time Saturn and Neptune made this conjunction. The last time this transit happened, although the last time this transit happened, these two were in Capricorn, a very different energy. This time around, they are in Pisces and Aries. But the last time this happened was in 1989. So for those of you who were here in 1989, depending on how old you are, you were experiencing huge changes in your life at that time again. So if you can remember 1989, and actually now I'm thinking, is that when T.S. was born? I'm not going to say names because, I don't, but yeah, it's like 1989, someone was born that I'm thinking about, a musician, I think. Yeah, I don't know, I might be wrong. Anyway, but for those of you who weren't here yet, you weren't born yet in 1989, then you haven't yet experienced your first Saturn return, and that's okay. You're just still figuring out who you are and your place in the world. But after this transit and after your first Saturn return, you're going to start having experiences that will allow you to deepen or find more fulfillment, or like emotional maturity. Life in itself is a process. Let's come back to the angel message, because now I think the archangels are really just wanting all of us to love each other, to respect each other, to honor one another. Try not to force our ideals or our beliefs or opinions on everyone else, because everyone did come into this earth experience with a very specific, unique set of beliefs, responsibilities, and truths. I think the archangels and the universe are wanting all of us to know that it's important to let others, especially societies or countries or belief system, whatever they need to do, as long as they are not affecting you directly, allow them to do what they feel, what they believe that they need to do, or the people. If it's not something that's happening in your daily life or your reality or routine, there really is no need for you to even watch the news, because those different societies and belief systems are going through their own transformative process. But we are too, individually, on a soul level. Okay, so here's the thing. I have a free gift that I want to offer to all of those who have previously received an astrology reading from me, like astrology, life path, purpose. If I have your data, I'm offering a free follow-up reading to those who want to know where exactly your Saturn Neptune is transiting in your current natal chart, because this is going to reveal what you're supposed to be taking responsibility for in what area of your life right now at this time and over the next, 6 months at least. But there are many things that are still changing right now too. But if you have previously gotten an astrology reading from me, if you would like the update, you already have my email. Just simply email me and ask me for the Saturn update that I'm offering. Yeah, just send me an email. It's like I don't hold on to everybody's information, so I will just have to check. If you want an updated reading, email me and I will check to see if I have your data, and we'll go from there. But for those of you who haven't already requested a reading, astrology, or a transit reading from me, if you want to know specifically your place in the world right now, your responsibility, what area of your life or who are you supposed to be responsible for right now, or even in the higher purpose within the collective, if you want to know, I'm offering a special discounted price reading, a transit reading for this. And I'll put the link for that below if you want to know more specifically the data, the details about everything that this transit is, meaning what you're supposed to be focusing on. This is your responsibility in your life right now, what you need to be thinking about, what you need to be working towards. This is actually, it's going to reveal your place within the collective. And because, of course, the collective, everyone has different personalities. They have different purposes, responsibilities, families, ideas, beliefs. And so the angels want you to know, they want all of us to know, that each and every single one of us has a very specific place and role and duty in the world at this time. I know I said duty and I want to laugh, so sorry, that's just my wicked sense of humor, or wacky sense of humor. Everyone has an important role. So if you'd like that special reading, my link is down below. If you would like to know more about your life path, your purpose, your destiny, your cycles, the bigger picture, if you haven't already gotten that kind of reading from me in the past, based on your birthday numbers, then there's going to be a separate link down below for those of you who want to request that reading from me, so that you know more about your purpose, your destiny, your fate, everything that you were born with, all of the details. In a nutshell, So, okay. These were the messages that I wanted to share with everyone. And in closing, the fastest way to align with your highest self or your purpose is to align with yourself, with your heart, with your truth, your passion. If you know where your purpose lies right now, then do that. Because if you believe that's what you need to be doing, then you're probably correct. Meanwhile, while you're waiting for my next pick a card reading, maybe you don't care about any of this. That is awesome. I do have a pick a card playlist that I keep adding each pick a card video to. So if you are looking for another reading while you're waiting for the next new reading, then click on my playlist link, which is down below this video. And when you go to the playlist, click shuffle, and YouTube will select your next reading for you. You don't even have to think about it. So enjoy, have a wonderful day. And again, to receive your free offer, the information is below, along with the other reading offers. If you'd like to get more information about what is important, what's happening in your life for at least the next 6 months. And I will see you soon in the next pick a card reading. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye for now.